Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 104 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas, that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga itself. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really interesting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to primarily focus on Rey, Palpatine, and Kylo Ren, and exactly how J.J. Abrams wants to utilize those characters in this story is truly going to determine how it's going to resonate with fans around the world. Now, a lot of fans are really looking forward to the lightsaber duels, in which we have multiple ones that will appear in this movie, one of which is actually said to be one of the most intense battles in the sequel trilogy. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are fighting on board of the Death Star wreckage, where it's said that Kylo Ren has his helmet on during the sequence. It's explained that Kylo has the upper hand for most of the battle, where it's said to be a very intense fight between the two, where the crashing waves are crashing and causing Rey and Kylo Ren to choose their set of fighting styles and moves carefully. One of the sequences is said to involve a moment in which Kylo Ren swings at Rey and misses where she makes a surprise attack and strikes Kylo's helmet, where half of his helmet is destroyed, now revealing a majority of his face. This is said to be a moment in which Kylo Ren rips off the mask and throws it into the sea, where he walks towards Rey again and continues his duel with her. During this duel, Kylo is delivering dialogue to Rey, trying to convert her to the dark side of the Force, where she is said to refuse. One of the scenes is said to involve a bolt of lightning that strikes a part of the wreckage and causes to nearly collapse and crush both Rey and Ren during their fight on board of the Death Star wreckage. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do note that Episode 9 is going to feature a lot of intense moments in this movie by JJ, and what he really wants to do to end the sequel trilogy is, of course, adding in a lot of lightsaber duels in Episode 9. In fact, so far from what it seems, there are going to be at least 3 lightsaber duels in The Rise of Skywalker. One, of course, in the first, second, and third act. And honestly, I think that that is a great thing to do for a Star Wars movie because a lot of fans love lightsaber duels. I mean, there's no denying that. Now, the thing that I want to go over is the destruction of Kylo Ren's mask. Very intriguing stuff. Now, in The Force Awakens, we got the introduction of Kylo Ren's mask, and then in The Rise, or should I say in The Last Jedi, is when his mask was destroyed by himself inside of the elevator on Snoke's Supremacy ship. And that is, of course, the very moment in which, now in The Rise of Skywalker, he rebuilds the mask thanks to the Forger, who is a 1,000-plus-year-old creature that creates the armor for the Knights of Ren, as well as, of course, Kylo Ren's mask in the movie. So this mask of Kylo Ren's is said to be cut in half by Rey's lightsaber by surprise, where he then removes the rest of it eventually and tosses it into the ocean on whatever world that they are fighting on, which is actually said to be the world of Endor, the forest moon, if you will. So with that being said, Episode 9 is said to be a very intense movie, that's a given. But this particular moment also leads to a moment in which we have where the actual elements are coming into play here. We have water, the crashing waves actually interrupting the choices of their fighting styles between themselves against each other, both Rey and Kylo Ren, where an even, lightning bolt actually strikes one of the pieces of the wreckage on board of the Death Star that is said to almost collapse and crush both Rey and Ren during their duel. Now, what I like about this is that this is very similar to the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, where just nature takes control, in that actual battle on Mustafar, you had the lava. Now, in between, both Rey and Kylo Ren's battle, you have, of course, the waves of the ocean itself crashing into the Death Star itself. And what I like so much about this is that it is directly a parallel to that of Revenge of the Sith. In Revenge of the Sith, we had, a lava lake and spewing lava into the sky. In this scenario, we have, literally, both Rey and Ren in the middle of the ocean, where crashing waves are kind of like the parallels of the spewing lava in the background in Episode 3. And that's what I like so much about JJ so far, is that he's adding in parallels that are going to be very similar, yet very, very different at the same exact time. So this is the moment in which both Rey and Ren are going to have the most intense lightsaber duel before they go up against Palpatine from what's described. So this is the battle just before their duel against Darth Sidious. And that, I gotta say, is going to be probably the highlight of Episode 9. The thing that a lot of fans are going to talk about for years on end, as long as it's done perfectly and it's done in the right way, where fans can just really enjoy what they've just seen come this December of 2019. So Kylo Ren, I'm just crossing my fingers that the prequel trilogy choreography that will be used for both characters will be very impressive. Anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.